Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, my friends. Gord, you're hurting hippie. And welcome to a river walk with a freedom talk. Yes, my friends, once again, this is kind of top in my mind right now and something that's really important. But first, friends, I'm just watching out for some ice on the ground right now. +8, feels like 5. Everything's melting. Water puddles everywhere. The skating rink's gotten quite wet. So, what's this video going to be all about? It's not going to be a rant. Friends, it's not going to be a rant. I can't say I won't get a little excited or emotional throughout it. I don't know, but I doubt there will be music in the montage. But if I get to the river, and it's absolutely gorgeous, the photographer and me will take over. So I say you just need to stay tuned. But I want to talk through. There is so much obfuscation of the facts. There is so much lies from our media. Not just our media, but the US media too. And so many things to discuss that it is super important, my dear friends, that we discuss it. Not only that we discuss it, but we talk to our kids about it. This is, seriously, I have had support. My last short video, over 6,000 views, has comments from all over the world saying, Canadian truckers, when you're done solving the problems there, come here too. This is not limited to Canada, and I'm very proud of the wonderful people of Canada for standing up to the tyrants of our government. Now, I know even the few of you following me, a little bit of a wind, I hope you hear. Well, that for the few of you that maybe the news you watch, the wind, is different from what I watch. Maybe you see it from a different way. But the few of you who have commented against it have only stated your emotional support against it. There has been no single comment that has said, hey, this is why we shouldn't. Every single one was, think of the noise, think of the people in Ottawa, think of the oh, what about the natives? Well, first, I can't just, I am doing no favor to any of you if I just spout off. So let's first say over the weekend was quite a few posts that I saw about where were the truckers when the natives were asking for help because of residential schools? Where were the truckers in other Canadian troubles that have happened over the years? So, I encourage y'all to look at this short, and it'll tell you exactly. They've always been there. They were there for the natives. They are there now. In fact, down in Coutts, Alberta, the local native tribe all showed up on horseback to show support for the truckers, barring the Coutts, Alberta border crossing. So the support is huge. The support in Ontario. is absolutely gigantic. But there are oh, it's windy. Hey, hippie transport. Let's get to the river. We made it to the park, and the river is still quite high. But we're here to see what we can see along here, maybe even see the birds, and just talk. Folks, it is day 8 of this convoy. There's been maybe 4 arrests, tens of thousands of people, 4 or 5 arrests. Yes, it's been noisy at night. A protest has to disrupt, or they'll be there forever. And I'm going to talk about it in tonight's live show, which for you is last night's live show. I'm going to make sure that we discuss it. But I want to bring it up here. First of all, GoFundMe, after agreeing that they've met all the terms of service and shelling out $1 million of the $10 million raised to the truckers for their fuel, for their lodging, they have now completely canceled GoFundMe, and they are suggesting that unless you request a refund, they will send your money to a charity. That is so much draconian Orwellian that the government will work with a private enterprise. I have no proof of that, but where else did it come from? To not allow people to support a movement they want to support with their own money. So much so that the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, has called on his attorney general to investigate and correct if possible. Folks, it's ridiculous that these kind of things keep happening because, like I say, 8 days of the largest protest in Canadian history, and it's peaceful, and it's respectful. It's full of wonderful people, kids, and people from every walk of life. You know, and then, okay, maybe a bit too windy right here. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous down here? I am hoping the birds will be out, but with it this windy, they may not want to come and get some food. But let's keep walking and let's keep talking. They just announced that our Liberal government is going to confiscate. I use that word. That they didn't use that word. They announced, the government announced, that they're going to buy up all the hotel rooms in Ottawa to stop more people from coming and expressing themselves. So, folks, seriously, this means that your government, if you're Canadian, is using your tax money for something that has not been voted on, has not been in legislature, and is an incorrect use of our money. But let's go beyond that. How stupid is that? How short-sighted is it to say, hey, we're going to take away all the hotel rooms. That'll teach them for disturbing our town. Okay. What about all those Ottawa residents that work in those hotels, providing cleaning services, food services, or whatever other services a full hotel would have? They're going to empty these hotels and use tax dollars to pay for the rent. What are they going to do with all those people who will be without a job? Short-sighted, and everything they're doing appears to be in direct conflict with conflict resolution. Our Prime Minister is over his COVID, but he hasn't met with them. Our Prime Minister has deputy Prime Ministers, whips, whoever could have met with the truckers and started a dialogue. That's what peaceful protest is about. But instead, they doubled down on all the lies about them being disruptions to society, fringe, unacceptable views. I'm sorry, but this has an increased support. When it first started, 28% of Canadians already supported. That's almost a third. We are now well over 50%. Well over half of Canada supports what these truckers are doing. The forcing of our government to return to a normal, to stop using science against us, and to start working with us. Folks, if you're liberal, this has happened in the States. The Democratic National Party in the States has slowly become the social party. Democratic socialism. And it's happened in Canada too. I used to be liberal, and I say I didn't leave the Liberals. The Liberals left me. Conservatives have slowly moved closer and closer to center for popular support. Because most of us Canadians sit in the center and once in a while vote one way and once in a while vote the other way. But this time, I dare say, it's time to vote away these liars. Doesn't matter what party they're in. Our Conservative Party has dropped their leader and have an interim leader of Candice Bergen. And Candice was one of the first leaders from Quebec, was one of the first leaders to support this movement on the day it happened. So that's what you have to do. Don't go by party sign. Don't go by what they say. Go by what they do. And let's get, slowly but surely, a government that represents you. Folks, I think for the rest of this, I'm just going to enjoy the air. I have the return of the migraine, so I'm trying to get the fresh air and feel better. And I'm trying to think logically and linear thought, very important. So I just want to thank you. Happy Monday, or whatever day it is you're seeing this. Please look at all the links. Please share this and share the love and share the freedom. And remember, folks, doesn't matter if you're a hippie or staunch conservative or a bleeding heart liberal. And all of those were said in jest and in love. Doesn't matter what you are. You're all smart enough to recognize truth. And what's coming out of CTV and CBC and Global is not truth. It's a support of the government position because all their money comes from the government and us. So boycott those places. Do not. Or if you see their lies, call them out directly. If you aren't going to call them out, don't give them the clicks. But call them out. And slowly but surely, this will all solve. Love y'all. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony. And one more show for the day, because I found my friends. Hey, hey. There we go. That makes my day more than anything else. Freedom. That's a part of freedom. Being able to come to these parks and do what we want to do. Peace. Let's wait for one more. Here it comes. Here it comes. And one more. Oh, we're going to get a nuthatch. I see a nuthatch not far away, and it wants to come here. Oh, that would be cool if I could show you a nuthatch. But it seems a little scared. Let's wait. No, the nuthatch isn't coming. Enjoy, friends. Peace.